Hello. I'm going to do a little tutorial on something I spend quite a lot of time doing, which is when I want to play out, which I know at the moment is entirely impossible, but when I want to play out a tune in a DJ set, and it's an old tune with an old mix down, but I want it to stand up to the current level of mix downs, then I just want to take you through the process that I go through. So let's take Hatteras Space Invader. Now, we all know this tune. It's got an intro that goes on forever. Now, you can hear that compared to the mix downs that you're used to these days, there is a certain lack of focus. So what I like to do is find the original file. So you go Control, click on the track. This is in Rekordbox, by the way. Show in Finder. And there she is. I use Izotope, Ozone. I haven't got Ozone 9 on this computer because I've only got one license and it's on my studio computer, but I'm going to use Ozone 8, which is fine. So there it is. Let's get it in. Come on, grip. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Right. Let's get it in. And it's probably running as loud as it needs to be. The maximizer defaults at -2, so we'll turn that off. Now, you can kind of see over here that it's running at about -5, -6 RMS, which is pretty okay. We can try the automated master assistant, which can sometimes work wonders. So we'll set that up. I set it up for CD, which is the loudest setting. And you can see it's working through its analysis. And the good thing about it is it's got a dynamic equalizer. So that's where the clarity really comes in. It's a bit louder, but it's still quite muddy. I want more drums. So what I do is turn to this plugin that it's been out for a little while, but I've only just discovered it. And it's made by Zynaptiq, and it's called Unmixed Drums. So it's best to put it before the maximizer because you don't want it to make it peak. But if you check the drums out, it's so easy to use. Right, I'm going to start off with this big kind of purple thing in the middle because that is basically the level of the drums. So, I mean, just to show you what it could do, check it out. Just gives you the drums. Totally takes them away, which sounds completely rubbish. So, I've worked out that if you get the threshold on the kind of like drum bit at around about 0.67, 0.68. You take the threshold here down to about 8 o'clock. The release you can play about with. give it a bit of a tack, and we'll see how it sounds. Bypass it. Now, that's a lot more clear, but it sounds like it's pushing the limiter to me. It sounds like it's kind of clipping. So let's have a look at the maximizer. Get rid of that and see. Yeah. Now that's pushing too hard. It's such a dense tune, the way it's been made. I'm putting down the threshold on the maximizer and also the input gain. Yeah. And you can see what the artificial intelligence has done. It's applied dynamic EQ cuts at just over 200 hertz, about 700 hertz, 5K, and about 11 or 12K. Now they're dynamic, so it won't cut that frequency for the whole time, only when those frequencies are activated too much, and you can control how much they're pulled down by. So now 200, 205 hertz, whatever, that's kind of the body of the snare drum, which can sound quite muddy, so that's pulling that down. As you can see, the computer didn't really change the EQ much at all. It decided not to use any dynamics whatsoever, so you can get rid of that. And this is the result. So here's it with all the kind of stuff we've done. And then that's bypassing everything. There's one change I want to make. I'm losing a little bit of release. That's like kind of reverb. I like the best of both worlds, so I like to have attack and reverb. So I think we've got the balance. I think we're there. So all we've got to do is export, make sure it goes into the right place for your Rekordbox. I keep my Rekordbox files in Dropbox because that means if I switch to another device, they're the same. This is my Rekordbox files folder. So we just open that, go, okay, and then it goes, oh, you're writing over your old one. Are you sure? And I'm, yeah, I'm sure. So off it goes. And that's how I get more clarity and more punch in an old tune that I love to help it mix slightly better with newer tunes. Okay, peace out.